this. Let me go ahead and let me show you real quickly what Cindy. You look like you're still asleep, but hang on. Let me. So this is. I don't know if you guys saw this, but so if you look, go down to the bottom here. Whoops, sorry, don't go there. This. There's assignments. Oh, here it is right here. Translating Shakespeare. What I'm asking you guys to do, and I don't want you to spend a whole lot of time on this, the whole purpose of this is to try to make sure that you're getting a sense of not just the literal content of what's being said, what it actually means, but some sense of how it's being said and how the style in which these lines are delivered kind of influences our understanding of them. So for tomorrow, I'd like you guys to kind of translate at least 10 lines. That's all I'm asking for of Hamlet's language. If you're feeling ambitious, you can do more. What I'd like to do is, and you don't have to copy out the relevant lines of the text. Just mark what lines they are, what's act, what scene, and what lines, and then try to rewrite them in your own words. And you ought to be able to have some fun with this. Again, the idea is to try to demonstrate an understanding of what's being said. For example, and this is not very good. You guys can do a lot better than this. This is the opening scene when Marcellus, when the guards are still waiting around, when the ghost first appears, and waiting for Horatio to show up. It says, Horatio says 'tis but our fantasy and will not let belief take hold of him, touching the dreaded sight twice seen of us. Therefore I've entreated him along with us to watch the minutes of the night, that if again this apparition comes, he may approve our eyes and speak to it. And so, I mean, this is really basic, but Horatio says we're nuts. We're seeing things. He won't believe us. We tell him we've twice now seen this ghost, so I've asked him to come along and keep the watch with us, so if the ghost comes again, he'll finally believe us, and maybe he can speak to it. And again, you can do a much better job in this. Indeed, it'd be fun if you could kind of assume a specific style of speech. Imagine, some ski bum who's shredding the gnar and how he would speak, or a Valley Girl, or a comedian, or Homer Simpson, or Dr. Spock, or any other individual or group that has a particular way of speaking, and try and take these lines and translate them, into something other than Shakespeare's language. Some key passages you might want to consider, because you're by no means limited to these, would be, Hamlet's obviously the to be or not to be speech is the most famous soliloquy in the play. We'll look at it more closely tomorrow before we go on and start reading other stuff. Or maybe, his speech to Rosencrantz and, Guildenstern, what a piece of work, how noble in reason, how infinite faculties in form and moving, how express and admirable, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Or maybe Ophelia's report to her father. Or if you want to look at some of the, some of the play, we're going through at the Mousetrap, the play within the play. The idea is just to take 10 lines, make sure they're contiguous, not 10 random lines, but 10 lines together, and do your best to try to translate them. This assignment can be handwritten if you want. Kayla and Talitha, for you guys, if you could just type it up and then scan it or cut and paste it into an email and send it to me. We'll take a look at these tomorrow. And what I want to do, let me stop share here. What I want to do is try to get a sense that you're understanding this. Are there any specific questions you guys have? There's been some big scenes, obviously the encounter between Hamlet and Ophelia, which starts off kind of nice. Remember that Hamlet is coming on the heels of his to be or not to be speech, where he's contemplating suicide. It's really worth living. And of course, he turns to Ophelia. She is set loose by her father and the king. And this is Ophelia, to whom, Hamlet was, that was the person Hamlet turned to after his first encounter with the ghost, when he was freaked out. So it starts off fine. And the question is Hamlet crazy? Is he aware of being spied on? Because if he's not, if he's treating Ophelia this way, it seems pretty darn harsh. And again, this raises the whole issue of misogyny in the play. Shakespeare's treatment and portrayal of women. We'll see this tomorrow when we together will try and read Act before, when Hamlet has an encounter with his mom. He confronts his mom, and he's, anyway. And then, of course, we got the play within the play, the mousetrap, which works. And here Hamlet is getting all antic and freaking out. He's behaving very weirdly to his mom and to Ophelia while the play is being performed. Finally, the actors on stage act, and we'll watch this Thursday and Friday. We'll watch the film and catch ourselves up. But when the actor actually pours the poison in the ear, and then Claudius rises, the king rises, and boom, Hamlet has his confirmation. And immediately following this, so I'd like you to do that translation, and then just read Act 3, Scene 3 for tomorrow. And this is a really important scene in that Claudius is alone on stage. He has his own soliloquy where he's trying to pray, and he actually, for the first time, confesses his sin. So forget the play, forget whether it's an honest ghost or not. Now Claudius himself admits to fratricide, having killed his brother. So that's pretty much what I want you guys to do for tomorrow. I know you guys have to get to school and whatnot. Any specific questions about the assignment or anything? Megan, how you doing?
I'm good.
This is kind of fun. We could actually have class this way. If the other, because we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think we can have up to 25 people logged on at once. Hey, Kayla and Talitha, how is the, when we were showing the video the other day, does that work for you guys?
Yeah.
Okay, so you can see it fine, you can hear it fine?
Yeah.
Okay. So tomorrow what we're going to do is we're going to look at your translations real quickly. And that'll be, and if you guys do different scenes, that'll be a way for us to kind of discuss those scenes as well. If time allows, we'll start reading Act 3, Scene 4, the confrontation between Hamlet and Gertrude, his mom. And then probably Thursday and Friday we'll need to catch ourselves up by watching the production, because we're kind of ways ahead of where we left off. And it's a good production. I think watching the play helps. So that's about it. Abby, Mike, Jack, any questions? Okay. Well, listen, it looks like a gorgeous day. I'm sorry today is not the day off. But I wonder where Connor is. Anyway, I appreciate you guys logging on. We'll see you tomorrow, 7:15 regular time.
Okay.
Try and get started right at 7:15. So we have a lot to do. So those 2 assignments: try your hand at translating Shakespeare and read Act 3, Scene 3. And if you guys, I'll be down at school later today. But if you guys run into Hannah or Maddie or any of the others, let them know. Or tell them just come by and see me. All righty?
Okay.
Okay, thanks, Kayla and Talitha. Sorry to drag you guys in for 20 minutes. We'll see you guys, the rest of you, I'll see you guys later at school. Enjoy, and we'll talk to you later.
Bye.
All righty, bye-bye.